Hello everyone, I'm Mimma Viglezio. I'm the editor-in-chief for Tomorrow Ltd digital showroom, and I'm here to have a chat with Yushan Lee, who is the co-creative director for Pronouns, this fantastic newish now brand. So waiting for Yushan to accept my invitation to coming in. There he is. Yushan, hello.
Hello.
Is it good morning, good evening? Where are you in the world?
Hi, I'm at the seaside.
Look at that. Where is that?
It's in Sanya in China.
I mean, you've got the most beautiful sunset. I'm here with a white background and look at you. That's unfair.
I got so tan as well. Good
Beautiful.
morning.
So you're in China. Have you just watched your video being launched on London Fashion Week?
Yes. It's the new season. We've been prepared for half a year.
Yeah, so let's talk about the video first. It was very beautiful. I've just rewatched it for like the 10th time, called Embryo, right? So you said something like from an embryo to any possibility. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes. It's kind of like a inspiration from how you made a China, like how you made a porcelain.
Yes.
It's kind of like from mud, like the mud, and you build up something and to bake it to in a high temperature, kind of like to give it a torture, and then you build up like a beautiful shape. So we feel the story is really beautiful. It feels like people, how do you build up yourself from your birth, like when you are nothing, like a zero, and then you grow up to any possibilities in the society.
Like a ceramic pot, you mean?
Yes, ceramic pot, like a story of a ceramic pot, and we feel like that's the story of a human being, and at the same time, the beautiful thing of it is like it's really fragile. I mean, same as our human being. Like if we talk about what happened, in 2020, it's like a fragile, but we always have possibility, very positive to build that up. So that's why the collection is called the fragments. So we make the fragments back to a ceramic pot. So that's the story about like a infinity line.
I love the fragility, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong. For me, it's very visible in the film. You have naked bodies with tattooed fragments on them, and that naked skin on those chairs, after seeing all these people in the collection, for me that shows the vulnerability of the human being. Am I correct?
Yes. Yeah, you read it.
It's very beautiful. Also, I had your press release, so that helps, even if that wasn't in the press release. But anyway, it's before talking about the collection itself, I must say the film, what is 2 minutes, quite short, but very powerful. For me, it was the first time since I've started following your brand from closer, where I see China much more present in what you do. So the music, the casting, the fragment of the ceramic. Are you going back to your origins a little bit more?
Yes. I mean, start from the like a few seasons we've been developing, from the terracotta warrior to different themes. Every season we want to dig out more our self culture, but of our Chinese culture. But in our generation, the perspective, the views, the opinions is really different. So we kind of like stand up our generation to see back of our culture, and then to give some response, like a visual response, like a garment response, or a lot of performance art, sexuality, self-confidence, about your self-realization, your individuals, your own spirit. So we want to discuss of that through the lens of the culture of we digging the Chinese culture.
It's very beautiful what you say, and it's very present in your video. And you live between Milan and China. Am I wrong? I mean, you are a little bit back and forth between the West and the East. You studied here. So how do you I mean, how do you get inspired? Do you get inspired from both culture and you manage to do this meeting between both?
Yeah, actually, it's like a Jean was in Milan for most of the time, more than me. I was like based in London and LA before, but both of us is kind of like mixing Western culture and native origin Chinese culture, so kind of like half and half, and that's why you see a lot of like contrast and then see a lot of like different mixtures in our collection, which sometimes is become abstract, but we capture all the inspirations from real people, real story from the
Yeah.
street. So what we capture, and then we make mine, we make sketch, we take photos, and then put in the collection. So that's why every single collection we go into different places. We go to Xi'an, we go to Jingdezhen, we go to Dunhuang, and then we need to be there, and then we need to see. We need to see from our eyes, and we feel it. We talk to the people, we listen to the song, we drink the water, the different uh, the cultures, and then we get inspired from that. So we
Music
feel that.
for, sorry. Music
Yes.
for my ears. I mean, I believe in that, and I think that's why you
Yeah.
relate so strongly with your fans, with your audience. Let's talk a little bit about the collection now. So, first things first, you say in your website that you are trying to push the boundaries between men and women, so with genderless fashion. And in this collection, there are definitely some very feminine pieces, not only male. So I see some androgyny, I see some gender fluidity, but I still see a lot of women and men's fashion. Tell me, am I wrong? What's the intention?
Yeah, it's more about like how do you wear it, like such as there's a big coat for our notebook. There's an old man like wearing it, but in our campaign is another male model wearing. So it's more about the identity. How do you want to present yourself today? So
Yes.
it's, I mean, we when we're making clothes, we don't think about perceived for this is for men and women. But when we wear it for the real people, when we see the people, and we will feel, oh, this tailoring jacket is for this girl, and this long dress, maybe that boy can wear that long dress. So it's more about inspired by the real people and real scenario, like the atmosphere. We
Okay.
inspire. Yes,
But
sometimes can be really abstract.
and there's the of course, as always, your beautiful tailoring. I mean, I remember also, was it last season where we were live in London and I was sitting there? I mean, that's it's beautiful, and your tailoring here, the big coats, it's fantastic with the fragments. But there are two things that especially caught my imagination. One is those jacket that have like, they look as if they were upcycled, like with different fabrics, different texture in it. Like one side it's one fabric and the other is another one. And the knitwear, I think it's absolutely fantastic. Would you like to say anything about that?
The knitwear. I mean, we have huge interest on knitwear actually. From our very first beginning, we do a
Yes.
lot of knitwears like a hand knitting from the Mongolian, and we also do a lot of like mohair knitting, slouchy, oversized, and all the touching of the feelings is really important, and also the volume of them. We really cares about the volume. Sometimes we even just offer one size because we think that's fair for everybody. So that's kind of the feelings we want to do. And there's a lot of different things we need to learn on the knitings as well. So, every season we try different stuff, to focus on the subject on the
It was
knitwears.
very, very strong in this collection. The knitwear is really strong. And tell me about the mixture of fabrics and colors and the fragments on the tailoring on that beautiful white coat. It's spectacular.
Oh, thank you. Some of them are like we made half and just finished. Like some of them are like clouds or canvas. It's kind of like the shell we made the tailoring, but we make half and finish. We feel it's kind of the story that you put uh, fragile outside to present as part of the collection. and also it's like we always want people to see the inside story of also the process of our collection. So this is kind of the story of that. We present that in a kind of, you know, like a design way.
Very nice. Anyway, so I don't know if there is anything else that I didn't ask you that you would like to tell us about this really strong collection.
Oh, thank you. I think it's most of this collection. The main thing is like, first of all, is we inspire from the travel, from Jindeje, from the ceramic porcelain stories. But it's more about like we think about like 2020, what it has passed is such a huge impact to us, and sometimes we are really fragile, but sometimes we are really strong. So this collection, we want to convey a very positive information. Like although we are fragile, but we are really strong at the end.
I love the image of us falling apart in little fragments, and then you with your work putting us together, you know, with little patches and making us whole again.
Yes, yes.
So thank you very much. Thank you for coming and chatting to me in this beautiful evening. I hope to see you here in London or in Europe again soon, and congratulations for a truly beautiful collection.
Thank you, Mimma. Thank you so much.
A pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye.